together with the concerned mothers as well as the civil societies in Kuantan, we feel that the second shipment that is to be brought in by Lynas may be misinterpreted by the public, thinking that from now on Lynas will go full steam and then it will continue to import rare earth ore from Australia. Now, let me give you the actual situation. The rare earth element which is processed from rare earth ore is facing a very tough time now because the world market price is so low. Lynas admitted that for every kilo they process, they lose money. The last batch of rare earth element which they sold, they lost millions of dollars. So if you are a business concern, would you go on processing something that will cause you to lose further? It doesn't make sense. It only makes sense when you look at the big picture. The big picture is that the annual general meeting of the shareholders of Lynas is coming up in November in Sydney. So Lynas is trying to assure the shareholders that from now on they'll be able to make money, and also to impress on the investors as buyers as well. So you'll find that this is actually a strategic move by Lynas. So you did not have to worry. But anyhow, we are very angry because number one, that's why we said, before they truly engage the people, let us know what happened to the first batch of rare earth that they processed. All the data were not given. Even letters requesting the data were not answered. We spent our own money doing research, doing testing, doing analysis on the wastewater and the soil, and we wrote letters to Lynas asking for permission to bore a hole in their RSF. Have not been replied. So you will find that Lynas is actually behaving in such a way because they got a godfather. The godfather is our government. So there's only one way that we can do. That is, if we can impress on the supporters of Lynas overseas, whereby they would not give them further fund for them to operate, then Lynas has no choice but to close. So they work along this strategy. And just to let you know, we will discuss further on the strategy to be adopted so that we will achieve our aim. So do not be over alarmed over the second shipment. But anyhow, we must show our anger and our protest. So hereby we have discussed earlier on to call upon all Kuantan residents to come out. This is the only time they can show your anger. Come out in carpools because of the weather. We are afraid that the monsoon has started, and now it's going to rain dogs and cats, so we don't want you to catch cold and flu. So you come in carpools, drive your car to the port at 11 o'clock at night on the 15th of October. Park your car in front of the port's open space. As long as you don't get out and gather, you do not contravene the Public Assembly Act. So police cannot arrest you. Peaceful Public Assembly Act. Okay? We have a lawyer here, so you don't have to worry. So
But they will arrest the cars.
let them arrest the cars. Okay? So drive a car there with your friends, gather and park your car in front of the port. At the stroke of midnight, you horn your car's horn. Alright? Horn Lynas away from Malaysia. That will be the slogan. And flash your lights. And we also call upon all Malaysians who are supportive of this campaign to similarly do the same throughout the country it is just like the Earth hour. They switch off the lights simultaneously throughout the world for 1 hour. But here we are asking you and all Malaysians to horn your car at midnight on the 15th of October to signal our protest against an irresponsible corporate company, Lynas, and a government that acts against the welfare of its own people. This is a sign of protest. Okay? So we call upon you to play your role. It's very simple. Everybody can do it. And nobody going to catch cold from doing that. You can be sure. Alright? But that message is very strong. You don't have to worry about whether Lynas is going to process how many tons of rare earth. The more they process, the more they're going to lose. If the more they're going to lose, I don't know how long they can last. Alright? But meanwhile, we have plans afoot to help to end it. Number one. And number two, I think I have to share with you that my view is that today we are in a very good position to fight Lynas because of who? Because of one government agency, that is AELB. Just imagine if AELB plays its role effectively. Lynas did not submit its PDF. Lynas did not review to the public whether their program to recycle the waste is successful or not. Because from AELB, Raja Abdul Aziz, the Director General's feedback, he said AELB is satisfied with the progress of the research so far on the recycling. That means it is still in the research stage. In fact, Lynas has been researching the recycling for years. Nothing concrete come out of it. And I can share with you the views of some technical experts. There are three streams of waste: NUF, FGG, and WLP. The first two cannot be turned into budget fertilizer because of excess sulfur, excess of acid. Only the WLP, but WLP is radioactive. So all these talks about there is no need for PDF actually is ridiculous. And we are going to smash this myth in the coming month when we have the OCO report seminar in Kuala Lumpur. Okay? And we call upon those who can afford it. I think Himpunan Hijau is organizing a trip to Australia. Please let us know. We will arrange for you to enter the shareholders meeting so that you can tell the Australian shareholders there are 1 million Malaysians who have signed the petition against Lynas. Let the shareholders know so that they will sell away their shares. And we will proceed to hold the OCO report seminar to tell the whole world that this company is not a socially responsible corporate company. Hopefully, other companies who observe CSR, corporate social responsibility, will not have anything to do with that. If Lynas product cannot sell and nobody wants to put in money, then you can be sure that the battle is won. Okay? Thank you.